actually taking that because it's considerably cheaper to boost my stability. Goodness, I love religious ideas. They're almost too good. Alright, sadly this means I can't afford to take any of the Polish lands, as much as I would love to keep feeding Bulgaria. But aggressive expansion is not just a number. Also, I don't have to fear this because Brandenburg's going to back me up with his stormtroopers. Actually, that's not an apt one, they're quite disposable. I'm being told to siege up Zurich. Yeah, because I can give it back to the Swiss. Alright, next free stack I have goes there. This doesn't count because... because I would rather kill Poles. I figured my vassals would back me up here, but foolish thought, they did not. There you are. Okay, there's the free one. Onwards to Zurich. That's more like it. These are the kinds of victories I was looking for in the previous war. Speaking of, won't be too long until that truce is gone and I can enjoy potentially more coalition wars. AE is still high across the board. So I have to make sure that any land I take goes to Switzerland. Unfortunately, I can't flip the occupation to them. So if Switzerland decides to give me all of this, then Switzerland are going to really hurt me quite badly. Okay, Switzerland, where are your cores? I'm besieging up 2 out of 3 of them. Let's go for the hat trick. Definitely slow going. At least administrative efficiency should speed things up quite nicely. Also, did I forget about you? Sounds like exactly the kind of thing I would do. Make your way to Warsaw. As we enjoy the enemy being pretty drained. Jake, you need a bigger army pronto. Yeah, that number that I keep forgetting about. I mean, I can afford about 100,000 more troops. How about I just make a ton of them? I trust all those provinces have treasuries? Indeed. And that's 80,000 more on the go. Don't like getting my armies all mixed up like this. It's more like it. Alright, Switzerland, this is nice and fun, but let's finish up the war. You surely have enough to get your cores back. And again, with your capital occupied, you're probably not too happy. Catalans. It is funny, and yet at the same time not funny at all, how I do constantly get dominated on the seas. But then I don't want to spend money on heavy ships, not when I can enjoy filling my coffers, which always feels good. Please, Scandinavia, improve relations with me. I want an end to these claim irritations. Ah, I see, it's Genoa you're actually fighting, not Switzerland. Switzerland's just a poor unfortunate that got caught up in this. Maybe I can de-siege it? No, not involved in the war, so that's a no-go. Take care of the Polish scum instead. I see you there. Unacceptable. It's very promising to see the stream actually going on without any kinds of crashes and that. I made a few changes and reseated everything. Seems to have worked. One thing I've done is I've turned off Aero for streaming. Because the only thing that ever caused me to crash was streaming EU4. And that was it. Playing EU4 was fine. Streaming other games was fine, but streaming EU4, no. CTD. I'll get that vassalization out of you once the Savoyard War is over. The Béarn occupation not doing too good for you there. Oh, but absolutely. These need to go to Switzerland. That's a Milanese core. It would be nice if you returned it to them. But beggars and choosers and all that. Yeah, my purple tentacles are all over the HRE. The trouble will be keeping them there when the truce runs out with the coalition. Ah, better relations over time. That would have been handy if I'd remembered it a while back. That'll drastically increase the rate at which I lose my aggressive expansion. And there we go, more provinces for our Swiss gods. And yeah, as I said before, I don't want any of this land, so if anybody's deciding it goes to someone, let it be Switzerland. Sadly, I can't actually give this Austrian land to Bulgaria, because if they end up holding it, then that's bad news for me later on. I really don't want to integrate Bulgaria. I'd be very happy if they culture converted this Greek province, but Can't have everything. I'm also not concerned about the Catalans having their way with me. Damn, I wish I had some way to deal with this Austrian fort defense. And this is me with offensive ideas. Alright, good, the coalition dribbles away slightly. Constance and Zurich. More to give to Swiss. Didn't realise Ulm was involved in this. Well, I guess we have nothing to fear. Really though, if I start getting call for peace during all this, I'm not going to be most pleased. Call for peace only affects the AI, only affects the player, it does not affect AIs. Which cheeses me off ever so slightly. More keen to die than I thought. This Swiss situation's not looking too good, thanks to them getting ravaged by Savoy. Ah, well, what can you do? Oh, wow, okay. Well, they're out of that war. At least now they should be able to make peace here. And that gives me a good excuse to fight Savoy later on. At war with Brunswick, Bohemia, Liège, and Nuremberg. Defensive? No, you're the attacker. Alright, Switzerland, now is the time. Take everything you want. Please don't give anything to me. I could really do without the aggressive expansion right now. I do also have to consider my troops might get stuck here, so let's get them over. Alright, that's acceptable. At least they didn't give any land to me. That would have been bad. And there's more peace to be had though, Switzerland, come on. I'll even throw down a guarantee whilst we're doing this whole thing together. Thinking about it, couldn't I have enforced peace on Savoy back then? Probably only would have allowed me to do it between Savoy and Genoa. Oh, what? What? The ruler of Castile has died without leaving a direct heir. They will join a union with the Portuguese. So I could fight to get Castile under me. I would have to fight Portugal. But Portugal is my staunch ally. Them having Castile under them means that they will help me out, and they love me. I'm going to back down. They're not going to care. But that's excellent news for me. And that's another Swiss province. Come on, Switzerland, we have won this war. It is time to stop this madness. That's actually very, very useful for me, assuming Poland don't turn on me at some point. And also assuming that Castile want to stay in that union. Loyal. Fantastic. I keep forgetting to demolish Crete. Let's once again get a claim on it and maybe not forget for once. Jake, do you play Killing Floor 2 yet? Surely it isn't out. Alright, Switzerland. Fairly sure we should be pieced out by now. We really need to keep those relations high with Portugal. Same goes for GB. Alright, that's Catalonia out. Surely now Switzerland want the biggest piece of the pie going. I think they're going to absorb quite a lot of my allies here that won't be able to get home. Yeah, I can see that happening. Guess who's too big to vassalize now? Son of a gun. Son of a gun. More than 40 base stacks. How much are you? 6 and 3 is 9. 14. 20. 30. Well, how about that? That is downright tragic. Well played, Switzerland, indeed. Well, at least now they love me and I get my reduced cost to ideas. May as well put it to use whilst we have it. Switzerland. How dare you? Maybe they can get a coalition of their own, but now they'll have me as an ally to help them out. Hot damn. On the bright side though, that demolished Austria without me having to gain loads of aggressive expansion forward. I think I'd rather deal with smaller guys than huge ones. But wow. What a guy. Oh, and we touch, which is quite nice. Portugal being defender of the Catholic faith is a bother, though. I'm trying to think how I can even do what I need to do. Alright, well I struggle to think if I've even taken many provinces this whole session, so let's feel big about ourselves and take Crete. Unfortunately, their big bad friend here will help them out. Kinda makes it not even worth my time. As long as Scandinavia don't improve relations with me, I won't be getting an alliance with them. We have GB on our side, Portugal Castile on our side. I think I'll avoid Diplo ideas because I want to get the nationalism and the imperialism casus bellis. Casus bellis. Someday I'll stop saying casus belli. A good situation would be that if they had too many revolts, and that would spit out a piece of land or two. As long as they cored it all first. Which they are failing to do. They're only coring one of them. Oh well, works for me in the grand scheme. Surprisingly, getting an alliance with the Netherlands is within the realms of possibility. Oh, finally. Was it allied to rival? Or something like that? Whatever the case. Finally have an alliance with Scandinavia again. We're going full Babby mode. We've got Britain, Portugal, Castile, Scandinavia, and Brandenburg on our side. Also, did I just get a CB on you? How? You must be at war with someone of my... You're not. Ah, but Saxony won't join in, which is the whole reason I want to fight them. Not that Saxony could be a co-belligerent anyway, but that I can fix. I have 2 free diplomats. Send a small gift to the Saxons. How much exactly are they in debt? $145, so I'll give them 175 to be safe. That's right, we pay people so that we can fight them. They should pay off their debt. Would be nice if they paid off their debt. Okay, I have no intention of paying off their debt. Jake, you got CB because Hansa took Defender of the Faith. What? Hansa's Defender of the Protestant Faith. Nope. Huh. Yeah, I do use a G500. Well heard. Okay, so they are not paying off their debt. Let's try and fix that with another 100 ducats. Just want this so I can get my land back. Okay, now the occupied and besieged provinces is murdering them. Well, that's a shame. I don't want to take this one province because I'm trying to avoid the aggressive expansion right now. Yeah, sure, that's worth it. Heck, it's all worth it. I mean, take me, can I convert Hanoverian? No, because of nationalism. But when that goes away, there doesn't appear to be anything stopping me. Shake hands, I got Hanover. Yeah, that they did. And would you look at that, another person that I could vassalize. I really need to be looking into that. People in Germany with lots of cores who I can vassalize. Yeah, Switzerland would have been real nice for that. You're another guy that I can kick out of the coalition if I can just get you above the threshold. What's this? I'm almost a little scared of going to these wars and racking up more aggressive expansion, because mine is pretty high, and we're still looking at another decade until it becomes something acceptable. But the lack of expansion makes me feel pretty bad. Okay, looks like Saxony... No. No, why would it be so easy? Now Bohemia are on the warpath, and they're the last ones I want to be taking all this land, because they will get increased core and cost traditions on them. Big ones. Which is unacceptable. But that does mean if I force them to return the lands, then Bohemia will lose their cores, which is glorious. So basically, I need to fight them. But truces and coalitions. What a terrible night to have that curse. Speaking of having a curse, I still feel terrible. I should go to the shops and get something good, like some nice fruity juice. Where to go and what to do. Everyone's looking so destroyed here in the HRE. Mind you, Hesse just got gobbled up. Did Hesse have many cores? Looks like they only had the 3. How unfortunate, not really worth it. Alright, we're close to having nationalism. That'll be a great step up in fighting anyone we want, anywhere we want. What I wonder is, could I bring Portugal into an offensive war that I start and then purposefully lose it, so that Portugal lose Defender of the Faith? A little low on targets for that, but Crete is right there. Distant wars? No, it'd have to be someone much closer to you. Closer to you that you would want to fight. Great Britain, France and Scandinavia. No thanks to all of those.